And welcome. We are live with the lovely Margaret Dunn. How are you, Margaret?
I'm really good, Kate. I'm really good. And the weather is fabulous at the moment here in Ireland. It's lovely. Yes. And it's
Oh,
lovely to see you. Really lovely to see you.
well, I'm so excited to chat about this because you did Healers Academy many, many years ago. And I would like to find out why you decided to attend Healers Academy and then actually what the experience was like. Could you give us a little bit of insight?
I will indeed. Well, I suppose, Kate, for several years, I found myself on a crossroad. I didn't know what road to go down. I was already a mother and I shouldn't have had any complaints whatsoever. I was working with children and I found that I did so many courses and I thought each one was going to bring me what I was looking for. I wasn't too sure what it was, but I would do the course and I benefited big time from all these courses. But there was a lack of fulfillment inside of myself. And I thought, good God, when am I going to find something that I wasn't even sure what it was that I was looking for? But I was searching, 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 and always on the crossroad. And then I actually felt like I had lost my. I was like a ship out on the sea with no navigational system, just moving, 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 and in a storm. All right. So, of course, I became more frustrated, more angry, blaming everyone else around me, everyone but myself, for what wasn't in my life. And I decided, well, what happened was a friend of mine introduced me to, she told me about the life activation, and there was people coming to Ireland to do this. And I thought, do you know, I'll give it a go. Not really thinking. I said, let's see what it brings up. And I suppose I am very much a kinesthetic learner. I have to experience something before I can really process it and take it on. And I found that the minute that crystal, well, first of all, I had a full life activation. So as the practitioner worked on me and worked on all the various lines and balanced my system, and then came in with the crystal at the very end, those points down my back, I was blown away. It was like as if I was never on a crossroad. I haven't even thought of the crossroad since. I found that what I had been worrying about and fretting about, getting my blood pressure up over, was dissolving. The relaxation I felt, the warmth I felt, but most of all, I felt that the doors of my heart blew open. And it was like being bathed in a blanket, and that lasted for weeks. And all I could think of when I got off that chair was, I want to learn to do this. How did this happen? Because I had never understood. Being a nurse, I'd only ever given out drugs. And so suddenly I felt as if I was 10 foot taller and my mind had so expanded. So I thought, I want to learn this. I want to go forward and learn. And I did very shortly after. I had the opportunity to have 5 amazing days of, as it's called, Healers Academy now. What was it called then, Kate? I can't remember. I guess life activation training, anyway, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And that was a week I will never forget. And being a kinesthetic worker and learner and needing the experience, I totally got what this was. I had been brought to a place I had never been in before. And as I smooth it out, as I learned how to smooth out the elemental lines and go with the curve of the magnetic lines, and then eventually make my way to actually doing the life activation, I not just felt it in myself, but I also felt it in the person I was working on. And I was blown over. It was like I was on the right path. I had no doubt that I needed to go further, because I think what was happening when I did other courses was the course ended and that was it. But this offered me a pathway forward. And the next part even sounded more exciting. But one thing I learned with the mystery school was that, we have to put into action what we do. We don't go home and put the book up on the shelf, that we have to use what we're given. And the more we use it, the more fulfilled we are, because we're also serving ourselves when we serve another human being. And it was a week of that week of experience was very, very heart energy. And of course, the main energy of the mystery school is to open the hearts of humankind, because never before, more than now, do we need that to happen. And every time I serve someone, I feel it in myself. I feel the gentleness. I feel the love. My anger, my resentment, my judgments dissolve away. And look at, I had a full knee replacement this summer, and I didn't even have a pain. I had a painkiller, Oxycontin. I had one day of it and was so sick. And I had no painkillers after that. And I know from working with this energy, I literally have cleansed a huge amount about my mind and my emotions and my physical body. And I've really, really connected with my spirit, because we cannot separate the three. If we're to unify ourselves and we're to unify this planet at this time, we must address the three bodies. And that's what the life activation does. It brings those three bodies for us to heal and to be able to heal others. So I have never for 1 second doubted the path I chose with the mystery school. It's
Oh,
just an endless pot of surprises and magic.
mm. Oh, thank you, Margaret. You're an inspiration to many of us. You have really shown us that anything is possible, and you always push forward, and your service to the children and to your community is just fabulous. And it was such a pleasure to hear your experience of
Thank you.
a Healers Academy. Thank
And
you.
Kate, can I just say, if there's anyone out there and there's loads of people struggling at the moment, really struggling, do you know, this can help them so much. And
Yeah.
I just wish I'd had this when I was a child. I
Mm.
really do wish. And we have such, as you say, we have such potential inside of us.
Yeah.
And this kind of really, really straightens the path where we once were swaying from side to side. The path becomes straighter,
Yeah.
you know.
I agree. May I put your details in the chat box in case somebody wants to get in touch with you to do a life activation? And then,
Oh,
I,
that would be brilliant, because that is my strong point.
yeah,
It's life activation, full spirit activation, and Sophic Ray,
mm,
amazing healings.
yeah. Amazing. And as you said, you're medically trained.
I
So,
am. I come with nursing and midwifery, and I say, oh, wow,
you know,
I
so
want to go into the hospitals and
yeah,
cleanse them and take my wand with me,
you'll,
because it is a magical wand. It is.
yeah,
I've no doubt it is a magical wand, and the energy that flows through that is the changing of mankind.
yeah,
I've no doubt.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm with you, Margaret. Thank you so much. Thank you, and sending you all lots of love. Thank you, Margaret. Bye bye.
Thank you. God bless. God bless.